right. Well, this is the Forex Academy. We are here to interview one of our big forex trader in Nigeria, the man of Mr. Benjamin. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, Fidel Forex Academy subscribers and students globally. We greet you. My name is Benjamin Ajimoko, a professional market analyst and a trader.
Okay. How long have you been in the market? Because viewers want to know how long have you been in this market.
Wow, give and take about 16 years or thereabouts now in the global financial market. Yeah.
Okay, viewers can say 16 years.
Yeah.
That's 1 decade and a half with extra 1 year. Okay. Well, viewers would like to know your forex journey. How you started, at least a brief history.
Wow, that's quite interesting. Back in the days when Forex started in Nigeria, right? That was in the early 2000s, precisely around 2004, 2005, and all of that. What was obtained then majorly was educations and hypes, where some few people who themselves never knew any better were hyped the market to, and then they were hyping it to others. And then they were trained very scantily, and they started training people to very scantily and started collecting money for the trainings, mentorship, and what have you. So I can remember in one of such instances, I was privy to be in an event where somebody was talking about the training, how you can make $1,000 to $10,000 to $100,000 and millions of dollars in this market. I was blown away. My mind and my brain, everything went like, so man, this is an opportunity to blow in a short while. And guess what? I rallied up. I signed for the training. I think I got a discount. I was trained that time. They were training people for 150, 50,000, but the guy gave me a discount because I went to talk to him. I paid 25,000, and I got trained. So out of the excitement and the hypes of how is it that you just put $100 and then boom, it will go to thousands of dollars. I rushed to take all the money I had and collected a few from some friends and then put it in my account, and boom, contrary happened. The money blew away. Why? Because the knowledge they gave us was very, very scanty. It was not sufficient enough to make a trade that would lead to profitability. So the journey has been very tough. It's been very rough over the course of years. So before I was able to get a handle of the market itself, it took me like 4 or 5 years. So that is why right now, if you Google the success story of forex traders in Nigeria, if you Google that, you will see my story as part of that. An interview that was granted by one of the newspapers some years back, and in 2013 or 2014. So that journey has been a journey that has been very tough, rough. But the beautiful thing about it is the fact that it's a journey that worth taking. All right. The only problem from the beginning was the fact that the knowledge that we were given was very, very little. They didn't do us bad because they didn't know any better. But we thank God for today, for academies like Fidel Forex Academy, and the students they are churning out, the quality of information that they are putting out to the public, as a matter of fact. So it makes that journey shorter and very, very successful along the line in a very no distant time, unlike our experiences that took lots of years, wasted. Not let me say wasted of money, blown so many accounts in the learning curve. Yeah.
That means then there was no. I won't say there was no good mentor.
No, there wasn't.
There was, but the knowledge they were dishing out was not
very correct.
Sufficient.
Correct.
Okay, Mr. Ben, I want to ask you a question. What advice do you have for traders who are still struggling in the market and the newbies who are coming to the market?
I think that word you mentioned, mentor, is a key word.
Yeah.
Get a mentor that understands the market.
All right.
And I think Mr. Fidel is here Mr. White is a good person, is a good hand to run to when it comes to that, because this is not because he's interviewing me or we are friends or whatever. It's because he knows the market, he knows his onion. He's somebody I can beat my chest and recommend to you that follow his path, it will lead you to success. Because if I'm hyping him just like the hype does, then it also means I'm putting my own reputation along the line. So there is no need to hype, and it's just a simple truth.
Yeah. But there's a rumor, I call it a rumor, going around that Forex is a scam. Do you believe it?
No. Forex is not, never, and can never be, I will never. Forex it's been a global trade that has been there for as long as I remember, if not probably before I was born, right? So if you think it's a scam, make your research. And the only reason why I feel a lot of people feel it's a scam is because they get lied to by people who have very little knowledge of the business, how to run it, and then get them sometimes out of I don't have the time to learn, I don't want to trade, can you trade for me? And then the person with little knowledge or insufficient knowledge trades for you and then loses the money. And an average Nigerian, anything that involves their money, if they are not getting their money, you have scammed them. So that is why people feel it's a scam. Because some people who have very little or insufficient knowledge have dealt with them, trading for them, and or teaching them, and then along the line, money was lost, and then scam comes into it. But never a scam.
It's never a scam.
It is a professional financial market that is regulated globally. Yeah.
Well, viewers, you can hear said it's not a scam. Because I have told my viewers I'm going to bring the best forex trader in Nigeria. I will interview them one after the other. I want people to like this video, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notification button. Yeah, Mr. Ben, some traders, some people are here. They said, can you tell us a little difference between forex and crypto forex, like the Bitcoin and all that?
All right. For the commonest way to explain it, a child that was born in say 20, yeah, let's say from 2000s.
Okay, yeah, 2000.
Met cryptos.
Yeah.
Before cryptos was born. Yeah. So, but forex has been there.
Okay.
Forex is a crypto, like they call it cryptocurrency, which means it's a form of money, but it's digital. Meanwhile, forex is a combination of so many instruments that can be traded globally. Which foreign exchange money is one of them. You can trade currencies against currencies.
Yes.
But that is what people know, and that's why they call it forex. Actually, it is a financial market. All right, and you have a lot of instruments you trade. You can trade gold, you can trade Brent, S&P 500, Nasdaq.
Very many.
So many of them.
That's some bonds, volatility.
So many of them. And it's as much as people lose money, it's very, very much more regulated and stable compared to cryptocurrencies.
Yes.
So both of them are financial markets that can be traded or participated in via the internet.
Okay.
But the difference is quite large in the fact that you are dealing with regulated bodies of different organizations, different nations, and different instruments that have tangibility as well. For example, someone trading crude oil or trading gold. These are products that have tangibilities. Or you are trading a stock of a certain company that is, let's say, some of the Fortune 500s. You know, depending on what you know how to trade in this market. So it's a market that has tangibility compared to cryptos.
Okay. Both of them are tradable markets.
Very, very tradable.
Regulated.
Yeah, so far a few regulations are trying to come up here and there for cryptos, but
in the forest,
regulations are bound.
Yeah.
Well regulated.
Well
regulated. That is why you shouldn't trade with any broker that is not well regulated. So for you to trade, you should seek recommendations. If you're a new person, if you're a newbie, you should ask Mr. Fidelis for recommendations, or ask anybody you feel that knows better for recommendations for the right broker to use, so that you don't get your hands burned, because there are some that are not regulated. So
Okay, thank you. Viewers want to know what type of strategy you use. Some people use support and resistance, or use breaker strategies, or use what strategy you use that makes you a profitable trader. Or viewers would like to know.
I am a fan of price action. Noe Fuller taught me a lot, and I learned, and I even had some paid classes I paid even in dollars to learn, and I tried as much as possible to crystallize the price action strategy, and it works. As a matter of fact, to add credence to what you are saying of different strategies that people use, you know, the Yoruba people has an adage that says there is no one single route to enter the market. The strategy you master can work for you, and it might not work for me. So, and the worst thing you can do to yourself is to confuse yourself with multiple strategies all over the place. Like you see in some people's charts, you see things that look like aeroplane, things that look like butterfly, and so many dragon and whatever you have. Multiple strategies, you confuse yourself. Professional traders are people who have mastered one or two strategies and stick to it and master it and master it, and then it's yielding results to them. So I'm very sure for you as a person, your success is because you have mastered a few strategies that are working for you and you keep developing on them, not scattered with everything that everybody throws at you in the market. So,
okay, well, viewers, you have heard from an expert, a professional, that you can master one strategy. We have more than 1,000 ways to trade this market. You see, what you need to know is just to master one strategy that works for you. Keep developing on it. Keep improving. If you want to do a research, do a research on it so that you become profitable. You can hear from our brother. Sir, student, people, view all over the world want to know what time frame do you trade? There are people who are H4 trader, there are people who are D1, there are people who are monthly, and all that. They want to know what time frame do you trade?
It depends on the instrument I'm trading, but I'm an intraday trader.
Okay, intraday trader.
Yeah, so when we started, we used to scout. Always, where is the next opportunity to enter? So, but as we started learning and started understanding this market, we discovered that just like you used to tell me that you can put your trade on, because as long as you know what you are doing. So, and I will take it back. For me, I'm an intraday trader, but and every individual should understand what works for them. But I also advise, as you get more professionally trained, you realize that jumping and getting out of the market is not really the game. The best of all traders globally are those ones who can put their trade and go to sleep and go anywhere because they know what they have done and they are okay. Not those ones that they are always, if they are not checking their phone, they are checking their laptop, they are having hypertension.
Okay, thank you. Viewers want to know the difference between Forex and Ponzi, because a lot of people are mistaking Ponzi for Forex. Yes.
Okay, just like the name Ponzi, Forex is never Ponzi. However, some people have tried to make Ponzi scheme out of Forex, but they are never the same. Ponzi is a structure whereby they put a system whereby you bring in a certain amount, you get a certain amount after some, it could be 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, or whatever, and they keep collecting from these people and paying this, and then keep until a huge number of people gathers from the bottom up, the pyramid scheme as they call it. Then at that point, where it has gotten to that point, the few people that are up there, the people that started from the beginning, a lot of people would have gathered their funds here, and then they will collapse it and the funds are gone. But Forex is a globally recognized, regulated financial market that you participate legally, except in some countries that are not regulated like our country. But in countries, that is why someone cannot come to you and say and arrest you because you are trading Forex. But if you lose their money, if you make promises of trading for them and then you make blunders, they could come and harass you. But that you are trading Forex is not an illegal business. That is why you can't see anybody tomorrow that is setting up office, all right, to run a Ponzi scheme that lasts for a very long time. Forex trading has been here before probably I was born. All right. Ponzi schemes don't last that long. Highest Ponzi schemes last is 1 year.
1 year.
2.
Okay.
The ones that are well built, they last 2-3 years or thereabouts, and they'll crash. So Ponzi schemes are pyramid schemes that are well calculated to scam people. Forex trading is a globally recognized financial institution that gives you wealth if you master it.
Thank you so much. Well, are you seeing Forex coming to an end soon?
Never. Never. Rather, it will keep expanding. In fact, thank you for that question you asked. When cryptos came, a lot of people felt like cryptos is easier.
Yes.
It will kill Forex. It will kill Forex. I told them, I said, it's never possible. Never. As a matter of fact, more people after they went to experience cryptos and trading and everything, they come back to Forex.
Yeah, yes.
From personal experience. Thank God you. So Forex, in as much as life exists on this planet, Forex will keep expanding because it's a legitimate global financial market, and more people will keep pumping and coming into it every day. And the more they get good knowledge from people like Fidelis and his academy and be more profitable, the more the other people get involved. Yeah, so I know a lot of people who have been burnt, like myself, I've been burnt. All of you been burnt.
Yeah, several times.
But we never gave up. We started seeking for the right knowledge,
yes.
Because you know they used to say that if there is counterfeit of money, it means there is original somewhere.
Original.
So for you to fail, it means there is a knowledge to succeed. Yeah. So for many people that have failed and they think it's not true, is a business that does not worth it. My brother or my sister, I tell you, it's worth it. It's never going away. All you need is proper knowledge.
Okay, you can hear from a professional trader. This is one of the biggest forex trader in Nigeria. You can hear from me that you need enough knowledge. When there is photo start, that means there's original.
Correct.
He has told you all this from the Idea Forex Academy, popularly known as Forex. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you guys.